Hi there.
Hi guys.
Brave Brushes Studio is back on your YouTube today again with another video. And this week we're talking about Pro Marker watercolor markers. What's the right
Watercolor
way to say
markers,
them?
yes.
Yes, so Winsor Newton Pro Marker watercolor markers.
Yeah,
That's
it's the new name, by the way.
It is a weird name. You know, we're used to saying pro markers and meaning alcohol based markers,
Yes, yes.
right? And this all of a sudden it's pro markers, which are watercolor. So are they really a new product?
No, it's not a new product. It's actually a product that they have. Mm, I think for a lot of years, but
Mhm.
the
It's a
name is
new addition to your collection, right? And there is
yes. I've got this set, a beautiful set a week ago, and it's really cool.
right. So we already have recorded one video comparing watercolor markers and alcohol-based markers in regard to layering, blending, and how they well compare basically, right?
Yeah, how they behave on different kinds of paper.
Right. So, what do you want to talk about today, Julia?
Yeah, today I want to talk about the Pro Marker, watercolor Pro Marker. Yeah, it's a weird name.
It is an awkward combination of words for some reason,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So, you want to talk about this particular set that you have.
yes. And in about watercolor, Winsor Newton watercolor markers in general. I mean, what nibs do they have? The color range and all these things that are, I think, very interesting for people who don't know what watercolor markers exactly are and how to use them. So I would say let's start. The watercolor markers. Let's open this set and see the colors and the markers. There are 24 of them, and they are really cool. Let's look at the nibs. The first thing that I love about these markers is that they have this brush nib. It's quite flexible and like this. And the nib is also very nice to use. Really, really, just I love how it behaves. On the other side, we have this bullet nib, and let me show you how you can use them. The brush nib, or let's start with a bullet nib. You can use it as any other, as a fine liner, for example. You can create lines like this. So, but you can't vary the line.
Can you maybe use a darker color,
Yes,
like dark blue? I know you love that.
or maybe purple.
Purple, excellent.
Pur-
Yes, purple works for me.
Okay, purple is a dark color. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
the thin line, the bullet nib line, and with brush nib, we can create a lot of variety in the line. We can use them for very thin lines. We can use them for quite a thick line, or it's also,
Beautiful.
yeah, and we also can um, color large areas with this marker. And of course, we can vary the line while drawing.
So does this feel any different from, well, how the nibs feel in alcohol markers? or a brush
No,
pen?
I think it's very comparable to alcohol markers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now let's have a look at the colors in this 24 marker set. How do
Yes.
you like the range?
Yeah, I think it's really cool actually. There are many more colors than you actually need, but they are very beautiful. They are very bright. But let me show you what are the most important colors. The
Right.
red, the yellow, yellow, reds, and blues. There are quite a lot of them. But there are also colors like greens, for example. You don't need to blend that much or mix that much for creating green color. You can just use greens if you want to. Quite beautiful colors, by the way. The green color is not like, sometimes it's kind of synthetic color, but in this
Well,
in
Julia,
this
don't talk about, show us.
show you,
Yes,
yeah.
show us the beautiful green colors.
Now let me show you. There are two yellows, for example. The cool yellow, very light one, and the warm yellow,
All right,
a,
yes.
a much darker one. There are of course also some oranges, but a little bit less important.
Show us the greens. When you
The
say
greens,
they're
okay,
beautiful,
the
not like they
greens.
usually are, that is really
Yeah,
intriguing. So you
this
don't need to mix your greens for if you've got these
for
markers.
of course it's much more interesting uh, if you mix your colors, but you also can use a color like this, a beautiful green color. This one is also quite great, I think, and also the darker one, the
Right.
darkest. I
Yeah, I
mean,
see
this
what
is
you
the
mean.
darkest
Yes.
one.
They are
Yeah,
beautiful.
quite beautiful, beautiful colors, absolutely. Um, and the colors. Let me see what I wanted to say. The blacks.
All right, yes.
Yeah, the blacks. There are three of them in this set. There are three of them, and the black, the lamp black, it's just a black that I usually um, call the black that you don't use in your watercolor.
Okay.
But you can use it as a marker, as a normal marker. It's a black like this, so you can use it as a brush pen, for example. Really cool. Uh, there is also the color Payne's Gray, my favorite. It's difficult to see how beautiful it is, so let me show you that it's a really different color than the lamp black. The lamp black is more um, is a duller one. This is Payne's Gray, and we also have indigo. Also a color, a black blue color, like this. So it's a very, very dark blue. Yeah, blue, almost black. I think it's a good range of dark colors, the colors that you use as black colors. So I think that the color range is really great. The color range of this set is really great. The pigments are beautiful. I also want to show you the reds. One of the most beautiful reds is alizarin crimson. I also have it on my palette, on my watercolor palette. And here we have blues, for example, cerulean blue, a nice color, and also the mid blue. It's also a very beautiful color. This is really my favorite, I think. So good range, beautiful bright pigments, and very vibrant colors.
So would you say you need any more colors, any more than 24, or is this like, does
No,
this cover all your needs, do you think?
I think it covers this set covers all your needs.
All right. Because the Winsor
Absolutely.
Newtons seem to have a few more colors, as they always do. But
Yes.
24 is a good set because it is
Yeah.
quite an investment, isn't it? These are
Yes.
quite expensive, so you don't really need a larger set.
No, no. This set is, I checked it on Amazon, of course, and the normal price of this set is around $180 or 115 euros. But I saw on Amazon it was uh, $83 at this moment, so maybe it's a good
All
deal.
right, yeah, if you keep an eye out for discounts, they
Yeah,
could be more affordable. But
yeah.
um, it looks like a very nice set. I mean, just it's pleasant to even look at the colors in this case. Do you find the case practical and convenient?
Yes, I think it's really cool. As all these cases they have, Winsor Newton has this amazing system that allows you to set up your set like this, so you can easily take your colors, take your markers. And you also sometimes, when I draw on location with my alcohol-based markers, I also have some markers here. And when I use them, few of them, for example, or fine liners,
Hmm.
also very
Right.
handy. You can put them like this, and you can, yeah, you can use them uh, very easily. Yeah, okay. So I wanted to talk about how blendable they are, these markers, because we talked about it in the previous video, but I also want to show you how to blend two colors. Like, for example, a yellow color and a color like, let's see, magenta. It's quinacridone magenta, and they're very, very blendable. These colors are these markers are very blendable, and these colors are really cool to blend with each other. So you don't need, this is the reason why you don't need that many colors as with alcohol-based markers, for example. So when you apply, oh, that's not good. I had, my water brush was a little bit dirty. So you can blend the colors and create really new colors. This is not possible with alcohol-based markers. And you also can, by the way, you can use a piece of plastic and blend the colors on this a piece of plastic, um, and apply the new colors on your paper. But I prefer this way of blending on paper. And another thing, what I want to show you, and that's really amazing, how soluble they are. Because look at this. For example, if I apply this color to my paper, and use my water brush. I can create very nice gradients, like with real watercolor. And in the next video, I want to show you how to use this the technique, uh, um, watercolor marker technique for your
So
sketch.
basically, how you would really use these markers,
Yes,
right? Not
yes,
all the different possibilities, but your the way that you prefer, the way
yes,
that you believe is the best, the most suitable for this marker,
yes,
right?
yes. I think that's what I'm going to show. Yes, but also look at this. If the color, if the ink, or it's not ink, it's it's watercolor, of course. Even if it's already dried, you can still use it and make a gradient.
So you can make it wet again, basically.
Yeah, you can rewet it, indeed, yes, like this. And the last thing I want to show you is how you can use it on different kinds of paper. Okay, so this is mixed media paper, and as you can see, it works really great on mixed media paper. But you can also, we can also try out other sorts of paper. I have here printer paper, and I have here watercolor paper. And let's try it on print paper first. And let me take a color, and let's use a green color, and on the printer paper it doesn't really work. As you can see, we
So the
can't.
paper absorbs it right away, and then
Yes.
it doesn't run.
No, this is what happens. Yes.
Okay, but I think most people watching us know better than to use printer paper for their sketches. So I hope
I
that
don't
this does
know.
not
I don't
happen
know.
to you.
This is one of the questions I get a lot with about alcohol-based markers.
That's true.
So
And in the blog, we do write about it and show samples of,
exactly.
well, yeah, markers on different kinds of paper, right?
Yeah, and I also have watercolor paper here, and let's try it on watercolor paper. And I think it will work very well actually, because watercolor markers, watercolor paper, I think it's a match. But I need to use a little bit more water here. Yeah, I think it works really great on watercolor paper. It's a good match. So mixed
Well,
media?
you're not really surprised, are you? After all, they
No.
are watercolor
No.
markers.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, I would say watercolor paper or mixed media paper
Mhm.
are both quite suitable for these markers. And yeah, not the print, not the printer paper. That's
Okay.
not suitable. Let me see. Do we have any other questions or what we need to tell about markers. No, I think we will do it in the next video.
All right. Okay, so thank you, Julia. Thank you, really. But I think I already know what your preference is, right? So, not using these markers as markers, but rather as a way to deliver paint onto paper, right?
Yeah.
And as
Yes.
a source of beautiful colors.
Yes, yes, and the things that I like of these markers is that they provide you a lot of control.
Right.
I think
Compared
it's
to paints and brushes?
yes, yes, because especially for people who are new to drawing,
Mm-hmm.
to sketching, it's a very good start, I think. A good material because the brush is much stiffer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you can create a watercolor look and have a lot of control.
Mm,
So I think that's a very a big benefit for people who are a little bit insecure about how to use watercolor. It's
right.
overwhelming sometimes. And another thing that I like about these markers is that the technique is very fun.
Okay, I got one last question. So you have been using this water brush. Would using a regular brush work?
Absolutely, absolutely, yes. The reason why I use this watercolor brush is actually because if you want to use them on location, I think it doesn't make a lot of sense to use the whole
Okay, so to bring a jar
to
for
bring.
water and
Yeah,
your brushes, so it's a more compact and more convenient way using this
yes,
water brush. Okay, well, fair enough. This makes sense.
absolutely.
Because if you're bringing water brushes and all that, well, just bring your paints.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Julie, what can I say? I hope, really, really hope to see you on location using these markers in whichever way you choose. But make sure you record the video for us so we can see how you do it and how this works, well, in an urban environment in real time. We look
Yeah.
forward to that. Thank you for your time and for your
Thank you.
enthusiasm as always. And you guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, you know the drill. And we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.